Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Matt with Greenbar Trading. So in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process that I do every single day that I trade a stock, all right? From exactly what I'm looking at to certain criteria that I look at before trading a particular stock. Now, what I trade most are these low float, highly volatile day trading stocks. Usually they are up a big percentage and there is some kind of news catalyst to, draw in all that volume and attract all the day traders, okay? Because you want to be trading the same thing that a lot of other day traders are trading. It's going to add to the volatility, and there's a lot of opportunity to make money. All right. So up on the screen here is this stock ASST. You can see here I haven't taken any trades. The reason why I haven't taken any trades on this stock is because I don't see any news catalyst. The only things that have here are asset entities shares halted on a circuit breaker to the upside. There's nothing here. There's nothing here in the news to get me interested in this stock. Now, there's a lot of volume. There's a lot of people trading it, and it did pop up, in the pre-market a little bit. I don't know anything about this. I don't like trading something without a catalyst. You can just, you could see that a lot of these stocks are pump and dumps. Maybe this hits some kind of, social media posts or something. I'm not interested in this. What I am interested in, and you can see here, ASST just popped up on the high a day momentum scanner. Again, this scanner is a scanner that I developed, and it literally mimics Warrior Trading high a day momentum scanner. I figured out a way to do it on Thinkorswim. I'll leave that video in the description. So you guys, if you use Thinkorswim, you can add this to your toolbox, because without this scanner and my pre-market scanner, I don't know how to find the stocks to trade. You need these tools, all right? So that's the reason why I didn't take any trades on this stock. Now, you can see here it's trying to break out of that $2 area. Could definitely provide a trade, right? A quick trade break of 2. It's possible just watching it here. Not going to trade it. Like I said, I don't want to trade it. There's no catalyst on it. I don't like, trading something without a catalyst. So you can see it broke 2 and then pulled back a bit. You can see here in the pre-market, and what I always look at is also pre-market highs, because that's something that, you got to look at. See this pullback, this big dump here? So if you're taking that trade, the break of 2, you can get caught in that. That's what we don't like to see, all right? So anyway, this was my reasons for staying out of this type of stock. Not knowing this was going to happen as I'm making the video, but I just didn't trust this one. So the stocks that I did trade, and I'm going to get into why I traded these 2 stocks, but the first one was MRM, all right? Just going to pull this up here. Now, MRM was the absolute top of the pre-market scanner, up 189%. This went up over 200%. Massive moves. Just the last trading day on Friday, it was trading at $2 a share. This is a big move. This is a great move. Now, it did have news, all right? Whether the news is good or bad, there was a news catalyst that at least had reasons for this stock. Whether or not it's accurate, the price is the price at the moment, right? This is a market. So if somebody thinks the stock is worth $8 a share, then that's what it's worth at this any given moment. Now, it did have the news catalyst. So these are the things that I look at. The obvious stock to trade, all right? If a stock is up over 200%, that's obvious to me that a lot of people are going to be looking at that one. Even up over 100%. but this was up over 200%. Very obvious. Okay. So number one, obvious stock to trade. Now, number two, what do I look at? I look at if there's a news catalyst, like I went over. Yes, there was a news catalyst. Number three, what is the float of the stock that I'm going to trade? I like to trade low float stocks. All right. So if we go here, we look up MRM. All right. Click on statistics. This is on Yahoo Finance. I used to use other things to find the float, but this is fine. So the float, 3 million shares. That's a low float. That's fine. All right. So I'm happy with the float because those low float stocks tend to move and be the most volatile. Less supply, a lot of demand, right? A lot of volume, little supply, you could get these big moves. So that is another reason why I traded this. So you have the obvious stock to trade, you have the news catalyst, you have the low float, right? Now, the next thing I look at before I want to get into a trade is the technical analysis. All right. Where am I going to take a trade? Okay, so it's obvious. I like the float. It's got a news catalyst, but you need to know when am I going to get in, right? When is a good time to get in? So what I was looking at for this particular stock. All right, let's pull up the chart here on the 1 minute, a little bit bigger of a screen. What I'm looking at before I take this trade is a break of the pre-market highs, a break of the high that it made at 9:36 in the morning. As it's curling up here, right? This is where I want to get involved. I get involved on this candle, buy at 762, get the break, and then I sell right here on this candle here. All right. It did come down a little bit, but I got in and out before this thing went all the way down. Because if you're going to trade stocks like this, you need to realize something. They are very volatile. This is why I like to scalp trade. In and out in a couple of minutes is exactly what I want to do. I want to be in and I want to be out, take my profit, and then move on to the next trade. But that's what I was looking for. I'm looking for this breakout. And once getting the breakout, selling. All right. You get the break, you sell. I don't want to be on this huge flush back down. So I got out on this big candle here. This is a 1 minute candle while we're all the way up here, right? I got the breakout. But then look, in this same 1 minute candle after I sold, it comes way down below my entrance. So in and out. All right. That's the best way to do it. But that's why I was looking at this. So again, the last thing to look at is technical analysis, why you want to get into a trade. Now on this, I was particularly looking at the 5 minute breakout. Okay. So you had, these are 5 minute candles. A lot of people trade on the 5 minute. You have this, and then you have the pullback, right? This is the next leg up here, the next trade. I was looking at this 5 minute candle and then that new 5 minute candle to make that new high. That was my trade. Okay. So I actually took this based off of the 5 minute. It was all aligning well for me. So that's MRM. All right. Now, if we go back to the second stock I trade, and by the way, I just took 100 shares. Very, very low risk, right? So the whole trade, 100 shares times $700 made $30. Not bad in a couple of minutes. And then went over to BNAI. This was hitting the top of my momentum scanner. And I looked at it right here. Let's see if I could show the trades. I'll get the trade up in a second. But BNAI pops up. What do I look at? I look at here. What is the news catalyst? It has a news catalyst. Great. So that's what's pushing this stock higher. Now I want to look at what is the float. Because at this point now, the stock is up, almost 60%, about 40% at the time. And it's going up even further. You can see here, this is the move. So what do? I go over to check out the float. BNAI, type that in. and we see what the float is. This wasn't my favorite float ever, but it's still low enough for me to feel comfortable trading. It's not as low as I would like, but it's still okay. So then I go back and say, where do I want to get involved with this trade? And this is what we have here. So this is the 5 minute. I was looking at more the 1 minute on this. This is a break of the pre-market high. That's what I'm looking for right here. And that's exactly what I took. 300 shares this time, about a $600, $700 amount of money that I needed there. Not a lot of money. This is great for small accounts, right? Got the move up, sold at 253 right here. And then look what happens in the next minute and then 2 minutes. It drops all the way to $2. I can't stress this enough. Once you get your breakout and your move, sell. Sell. Who cares? You're going to leave money on the table. It's going to happen. But I would rather be safe, take my profit, which is just $30. It's not huge, but I got my profit and then I got out. All right. So those are the two trades that I made on very little capital. And we made $60 this morning in about 5 minutes. Not a lot of time. All right. So that's the reasons why I was looking at these things. I hope that this video helped some of you guys out there. If it did, leave a message for me in the comment section. If you have any questions, also leave in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up for the video, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.